Hey, two in a row. Isn't that odd? And, well, actually, even one yesterday. This is going to be, what, a record for me or something. Nah. Actually, I did two in a row once before, and that was regular and singing, but, yeah. Uh, I just also wanted to say, that there's also the fact of, big thing about me is, I am a humongous Pink Floyd fan. I can't get enough of them. I have every single officially released album of theirs. I have on it's this thing, my iPod, as much unreleased Pink Floyd songs as I can possibly find. In fact, that's the reason why I got it. It's a 30 gigabyte with video, so I'm trying to get all their videos as well. I have a lot of videos over there. Uh, um, Actually, if I can get this thing to go over there, see that right in between the the chair and the entertainment center there, those two little uh, carrying cases. They're both 200 CD carrying cases. They carry all of my CDs. I have to have both because the start of the camera will not now steady. I have to have both because I have over 200 CDs. And yeah, they're 200 CD carrying cases, which means they actually hold more because that doesn't translate into divided by 4. Uh, but, which every page holds actually 8. But, yeah, it's, it's 22 Pink Floyd albums specifically. Then I have every album I can get of their solo, uh, which actually was probably the most difficult because they there are some that are out of print, and there was actually one that I tried to get that actually is not officially released on CD, but I was able to get it off of somewhere. It's the album Identity. Rick Wright was in a band called a two-piece band called Z, and it didn't do very well. Just one album, and yeah, very 80s, incredibly 80s. One of those uh, please don't make this so dated type of an album. It's okay to listen to. It's just I don't listen to it nearly as much as I do the other Pink Floyd stuff. And actually, there was another one that was difficult to find, which was Nick Mason's Fictitious Sports, because well, it's not really a Nick Mason album. It's a Carla Bley album, and just happens to have his name at the title because he did the drumming. But he, it's a jazz album, and he's a rock musician. It really doesn't fit, anyways. But I have it because, well, it's attributed to him, so therefore it's part of my Pink Floyd collection. Isn't that just obsessive? When it comes down to it, I can be a bit obsessive about things, and at least I recognize it. But recognizing it is only a bit of it. I really should be trying to change a bit of the obsessiveness. But I write lists all the time and everything like that. Um, but yeah, my favorite album is The Wall. My favorite song is Comfortably Numb. A lot of people would tell me, "Oh, a lot of Pink Floyd fans would say, "Oh, you're not a true Pink Floyd fan because you like The Wall and Comfortably Numb most, and it's just you must not have listened to their earlier stuff." And listen to absolutely every bit of it, and I love all of it. But The Wall is still my favorite. That's what it goes down to. Is I can still be a Pink Floyd fan and like an album that really I do recognize is pretty close to a Roger Waters solo album rather than a true Pink Floyd album, which their next one would be basically a Roger Waters solo album of the Final Cut. But anyways, I think I've gone a little bit off on to this. I could keep talking about it all the time, about the different songs I have, how much I like them, how much I really want them to get back together. It's really nice seeing Live 8 on the internet. It was the closest I could see to seeing them in person. Uh, and now I've got the DVD, of course. But yeah, there are other things. I'm a big football fan, which actually the two topics that could talk for ages about are Pink Floyd and football, specifically football, because I've got a lot to say. And actually, I follow teams that a lot of people, even in the cities that their teams for, don't know exist, which is women's football teams. There are three major leagues of women's football, and until they can settle their differences and become one league, they will never be recognized nationally because they won't get any big sponsorships like from the NFL until until it's a manageable amount of teams in one league. I mean, uh, look how long it took for there to be the WNBA, even though for the longest time there were uh, women playing basketball. And while women's football is still a long ways away, they're still even reported only in the entertainment section of the paper in some places. But yeah, in fact, one thing I love with women's football, I liked it before this, but a team started up in my hometown after I moved away. But still, started up in my hometown. I grew up in Redding, California, of course. If people don't know, I'm from California, so this is Redding, not the Reading from Pennsylvania, which is actually a bigger place. But Reading is the biggest in uh, biggest in landmass city north of Sacramento. The biggest in population is Chico, but yeah. And currently, I live in Arcata, where uh, there is almost no contact with the outside world. They don't allow big businesses in, and which has been a bone of contention with Walmart because they've been trying to get into Humboldt County for years and years. They have more commercials for Walmart here than I ever saw in Reading, and Reading has a Walmart. Uh, it seems that Walmart's like, oh please get us. Look how cool we are, and it's just no, we're never going to get them. Even Eureka doesn't want them, and that would be the only other place that they'd want to go. So the closest one is in Del Norte County or in Reading, about 3 hours away. Yeah, Reading is 3 hours away. I don't know how far away Del Norte is. Um, and yeah, it is funny living over here because a lot of people don't even know it exists. that there exists anywhere really in between uh, Sacramento, San Francisco type of stuff, and the Oregon border. And that's one reason why I think they call San Francisco Northern California. I call it Central. There's a difference that you can draw a line. Sacramento starts to Central California. And yeah, I realize geographically that wouldn't make sense, but geopolitically maybe that does make sense. North State and North Coast are the two places that I think take up Northern California, and um, San Francisco is really a Central California type of thing, where very progressive, but not the big, uh, the Hollywoodish type of thing. It's more of the where people want to go in California. Well, it's the valley. The wine valleys are in Central California. Um, its southern is actually desert, where I was born, and big metropolitan muck. Central California is the wine valleys and a lot of the actual political happenings happen in Central California because that's where Sacramento is as well. Northern California is the conservative portion of California. And also it doesn't really have as much of a title there, except for it's the forgotten part. And I should stop this because it's probably over 10 minutes already. So